Recently, a memory came up in my mind about my art lessons and my art teachers. Although it has been many years ago, and later in my life I took science curriculum and art faded away and becomes just my hobbies. But there are some art lessons that still stick in my head because it's quite radical to me at that time as a kid. One of them is less is more. You know, when you were young, when you stumble upon something that looked great, like sweets, video games, and you want it, and you have this idea, oh, if I get 10 of good things, it would be 10 times better. But then I remember this art class. I mean, there's at least a couple of times that some of my art teachers kind of quote-unquote scold me. Imagine that you have 10 images that look exceptionally good, but then you throw off them together in an unorganized way. It's just become a mess. And then your teacher say, why do you put this thing here? It's so outlandish. Another time is, this time one of my art teachers let us kind of splash watercolor on a piece of paper, but then she told me that, okay, now try to fix that to become a painting or drawing of something. I remember this was quite challenging for me because I'm kind of being a perfectionist since I was young. But then I found out later that it was fun too. You know, try to incorporate what you think a problem into a part of your composition. So these are art lessons that quite radical for me at that time. And later it becomes your life lessons on how one can relate to good and bad experiences in their life. As our life progresses, we get more and more good things, good ideas, but then at some point you start feeling that you're too old to carry all of them. It becomes more and more overwhelming and you have less and less energy and you want to abandon some of them. But then you can let it go because you just focus on a particular thing and you still have a feeling that it is good in and of itself. But when we zoom out to the big picture, and then we can ask ourselves again, is it still good or just outlandish in this context? And the context of being in the samsara is we are gonna all sick and die. And now we can ask ourselves, okay, what is necessary or what is outlandish? And again, as our lives progress, we experience more and more unpleasant things, especially our aging body. And now our life pushes us back, forces us to learn how to live with this unwanted feeling and try to incorporate, try to turn this into an opportunity to see and abandon underlying craving. And now those feelings no longer become unwanted or even wanted. As we see, this is the only way out of suffering. So I offer this as my reflection.